George hits that shot. He went back on the floor. Late March. Edwards, three.
What a start. What a start for Anthony Edwards.
Starting in 48 of them. Cat and D'Angelo Russell, on the other hand, have one playoff series under their belt. But Cat said it's simple. Be ourselves. If we play our best, nobody in this league can stop us.
Checked in now for L.A.
Well, all the black jerseys that Karl Anthony Towns is going to see.
Inside a drive by nearly instead of Jalen Noel. Third-year player from Washington comes up, ends off the D, and gets the deuce, and he just gives the Clippers their biggest lead. Now at 9. Long shot, three, scored! At the buzzer, McDaniels, pure.
Nicole, Pat Bev in foul trouble. How do you keep your composure, but also let them feed into the energy of this building?
We love the energy, but we got to keep our composure. You know, we can't get technicals. We know they're going to jump the game up. Pat Bev out there on the other side. So
Winning a championship. Went to Portland and got even better. And now, what a trade mid-season for the Clippers.
On the fly, 5th point. With the shot clock in single digits as they go around the horn. Here is Russell and Covington there. And over Hartenstein. Tough shot.
Okay, that's a quick 5 for Russell. I think he's starting to...
The other way, and the Timberwolves, who are down by 9, can take a lead. D'Angelo Russell for that lead. Got it! Foul! Towns on the bench with 4 fouls. Beverly with 3, both off. Fadeaway Russell. Got it! Another big hit. He's got 12.
And I like it. He wants to switch.
Yes, he does.
With Zubac.
Screen, 3, Russell. Russell, their player out of Ohio State, played there a year. Top freshman in the country. 15-footer over George. He had 1 point in the first quarter. 1 point for Russell.
While having him move it, they put his heel on a towel, and he did motions back and forth. He's currently doing rubber band work on the bench right now. The pain continued to lessen over time. He should be cleared to go back in the game soon.
A 14-point second quarter from Russell. He had 7 in the third. Powell will watch him drive for 2.
Kind of saw this from the first quarter to the second quarter. They made that 3.
Rebound by Malik Beasley. Russell for the lead.
So many white jerseys around him.
Edwards thinking 3 and popping a 3.
Step back 3, not just a 3. A step. Can't be in a hurry now.
But the shot clock at 7. The screen and the 2. The biggest lead for Minnesota.
Remember fondly the waving of goodbye to Chicago fans in the United Center. That was a fun time.
Russell to Towns. Towns, a high bank shot. Good play there by D'Angelo Russell. The numbers in seasons going.
Last 2 on that graphic were the most impressive. The turnovers and assists. Too easy.
Vanderbilt's got nice side, but Russell is making the play. Better than a 13th donut, right?
Usually I just sit here and let you do your thing and I really don't chime in, but that sounded impressive.
Edwards into the lane, takes on Embiid. And Minnesota with an early Rivers, that mantra is something he likes to see every night.
Yeah, and think about it. If you're a defender, what's easier to cover? A guy who doesn't move or a guy who constantly moves? As Russell responds with 2. Of course it's the latter.
Allowed the Sixers to go on a 10-2 spurt, cut it to 7. Russell making a move on Maxey. Maxey getting a piece, but D'Angelo Russell able to get it to go.
Strength that time over height. A little short on that Curry attempt. You wonder if fatigue is starting to set in.
Vanderbilt inside. Got 8 rebounds and another nice cut. D'Angelo Russell.
And then recover back to Seth Curry. Nice pass from Danny.
Russell off the tape. Left-hand scoop layup. That's his dominant hand on a loop. Sixers with 2 turnovers to start the 4th. They've not led. They have not tied the game. Minnesota with Russell for 3, up 7 now. Timeout Sixers. For the Sixers to cut into the lead. Beasley for 3. And the Sixers couldn't secure the rebound. D'Angelo Russell wide open, and that time he knocks it out, his second tray in the game. He has 13 rebounds in the game. 6-point game, 3 minutes gone by in the fourth. Russell keeping Curry at bay, and then a scoop layup off the window.
First comes to mind.
Russell, of course, started with Lakers. Curry and Prince on a drive, back out to Russell. Stand still Trey, and D'Angelo Russell feeling it. Russell the play call. He's going off the Town screen, but dragging it back to his dominant hand. From the elbow over Curry, all net.
Keeps his dribble alive, gets to the
Russell, tough cover. Tobias on Towns. Russell wants it back.
no
Rip
foul.
through move. ISO. Jumper. Good again. He doesn't need a lot of space.
Sure doesn't, because he's got that height advantage.
Rebound. 1:15 to go. Lead pass down to Anthony Edwards. And the Wolves with a wide open Edwards for three. And they're up by 2 after that basket by Minnesota. See it on the radio? Are you kidding me? Russell with it to the corner. Fakes. Shoots. Good.
This is what you worry about, especially on jump shooters. No fouls. Face guarding is Niang.
Russell against Dybel. Here's the three for the tie, and he pours it in. Timeout, 76ers. Foul to give. Russell against Harris, gets the high screen. 6 seconds, step back for a hierarchy three. It's good. D'Angelo Russell giving the Minnesota time tonight. 21,000 fans on hand. Russell for three. And he floats it up and good again. Strikes from afar. Feed, bounces, but not enough on it. Minnesota with a steal. 8 seconds to go. Taurean Prince into the leg. He's up and good with a layup. And the Minnesota Timberwolves, the steal and a score.
If not the best at transition points off turnovers. 19.5 per game. Now Russell. Right by Gordon.
Gordon just stopped. They stayed with him about a step. And the
Games he's been struggling, just 9.5. Nuggets throw it away again.
to steal. Remember, Vanderbilt knows what Joker likes to do.
Russell long range. Got it. The Nuggets prior to this game left is off the mark. And a rebound by Anthony Edwards. Edwards, a 20-year-old. Now Russell again, right in the face of Jeff Green.
See, they take 8.
Yeah, been outshot in the first 3 games. From 3, 165 to 111. And the Nuggets defense very porous early. D'Angelo Russell, someone touched that from behind? I don't think so. Beasley for 3. Short. Rebound out to Russell, and he puts it up and in.
Yeah, and you got 2 guys just standing and watching.
In the lane, put it up. Towns sends it back. D'Angelo Russell. Can Gordon get it from behind? No, Vanderbilt's got the dunk and timeout, Denver.
And that's one of
For Jokic, all-time.
Oh my.
And the turnover there.
And Barton just lobbed it up there, and D'Angelo Russell just raised his hands. Possession game. Stop and you can win.
Russell knocks it in. Well, D'Angelo Russell, 20.
And forcing the shoot over the top.
Russell launches a 3.
We could use a lot of his offense.
Totally got a hand on it. And here comes Vanderbilt.
Up and down the floor is what they want to do.
Towns appeared to take an extra step as he lays it up and in.
I guess it's 4 steps now is the legal move.
Grabbed by Edwards. Out it goes to Russell. Russell has to wait for it. Shovels back to Edwards. Edwards fires.
Cavs are running. Wants to run. They want fast up-tempo pace. Yes. They're just making shots. They also scored 14 points off of 5 Cavs turnovers that second quarter.
Russell fakes the pass, takes it with the left hand, and gives the Timberwolves their
defensive stop here. Get those hands up. Talk. Oh, nice back screen by Karl-Anthony Towns.
Russell takes advantage. He has 7 first-half points.
Is to make teams play their style.
Yeah, we're missing a ton of offense.
Right.
We keep forgetting about this. This Timberwolves team looks to shoot it quick, and that's tough. Got to defend, though. We can defend.
Osman and Stevens have checked into the Cavs. Stevens did not play in the first half. 3 on the way. Rattles up and rattles in. The Ohio State product, Stevens.
Look at that. That's a great example. Goodwin is the ball handler.
Yeah.
Who's the next ball handler in our offense?
Right.
We really don't have one. Really don't have one.
Russell cans the Timberwolves 13-3 of the...
Put it on him, baby. That's a foul.
That's a foul.
Naz Reid just clubbed Goodwin on a screen. Prince got it.
Oh, wow.
Allen back toward him, picked off by Russell.
Yeah, that was easy to read there. It was easy to read that situation.
Yeah.
Russell's watched by Goodwin.
Watch Russell trying to draw the foul. He jumps into you.
15-footer.
Big shot.
Yeah,
Big shot. Big shot.
Timberwolves have it poked away, but Beverly comes up with it. And Beverly trying to thread the needle. Oh, how about D'Lo? He just kind of bats it over to Towns to pick up a dime and a
Terry Williamson is being guarded by D'Angelo Russell. It's a hard matchup.
D'Lo banks one in to get it back to a 6-point game. He, with 11 points, has yet to miss a shot from anywhere. Towns trailing Russell, able to bank it in. Adams down on the floor. Grizzlies have only turned it over 3 times. The Timberwolves looking for their first points off of a turnover. And Russell gets them right there.
By Memphis. Minnesota's moving the ball. They're still closing out.
Russell able to get around Morant, though, and finishes.
Ja can be a week MVP so far for this Grizzlies team. 5 of 6 from the field, couple of 3-point makes.
Got 14 points. His career high is 21. The answer, though, out of D'Lo, and things are starting to finally click.
With players. He's out of that Greg Popovich coaching tree. Mike Budenholzer.
That was head coach of the Austin Toros. Started as an intern with the Spurs in 07-08. And how about this?
Isn't it? Anthony Edwards on John Morant. You're going to have probably more help if you're guarding John.
Russell's
there too. Quick cut. We've seen that a lot with Pat Beverly and D'Angelo Russell, haven't we? That defender choose between helping on the roller or staying with a 3-point shooter.
Beasley was just sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting, and Russell finally a bit feisty, but no whistles assessed. Beasley able to get a 3 away, and he connects. Back to a 1-point game. Chance to go back in front. Reed off the glass, and Minnesota is back on top.
We've got to see that. They're going to hurt you. So it's a team concept when it comes to rebounding.
Russell takes himself, gets it to go. Since 06-07, the Timberwolves team from the line. And yet, Minnesota with the basketball, and again, a chance to go back in front. Russell, nobody picked him up, and he gets around Adams for the finish.
His peel action again. You know, he wasn't able to corral the basketball, and neither is Naz Reid. So it's not been a good combination in terms of shutting down the second chance points. As D'Lo gets one to go.
And this is going to be the first, and again, he's holding that left hip. Russell connects on the 3 ball.
Oh, man, so some of the little layup.
Beasley, and Beasley has his 5th triple of the game. He's up to 17 points. Russell off the glass and in. D'Lo's having a night. He's got 28.
He's been a magician in this game. I mean, does it get any tougher than that in the NBA right now? I mean, I guess you could add a Phoenix game in there, and a Milwaukee game, as D'Lo is absolutely a 5-alarm fire right now.
30 points. He's able to come out of there with it. Russell the 3. Towns taps it to himself. D'Lo sees an opening and kisses it off and in.
Giving Memphis a little of their own medicine here. Bigs for Memphis.
Towns finds Russell in the corner. D'Lo absolutely feeling it tonight.
King on Russell to start the game again. Sabonis guarding Cat. A deep three. Boy, that's where we left off last night. D'Angelo Russell was up to Sabonis. Off of the foot of Fox. McDaniels back the other way. And Minnesota gets a little room service at the other end. 5-0 lead to start the ball game. Higher under Alvin Gentry. There's a million different ways to skin a cat. But Rick Carlisle, as Towns drives and gets one to go. Rick Carlisle is the head coach in Indiana. Sabonis tried to hit Holiday, and he turned it over. Minnesota up by 6 early, trying to jump on the Kings, and doing a pretty good job of it here to start this basketball game. At times underneath and sumo wrestling with them.
And the passing ability of Domas and Harrison Barnes' cutting ability and intelligence is going to be an interesting pairing on the offensive end.
He's been in the league a long time, and he has 10 years overall. Was averaging over 7 a game with the Pacers as Edwards with a nice Euro step to the bucket. But he learned the nuances of the game at his position, and sometimes, Katie, you know this better than anybody, bigs will take a little bit longer as Karl Anthony Towns gets it to go. From that point, he's become an all-game.
Don't mess with Lindsay. I'll tell you that. She means business.
My philosophy in college was cooperate and graduate. See you on the court at 4 as D'Angelo Russell knocks down a little sideline screen. Fox with the float game, a little strong. D'Angelo Russell stops and pops and drops one.
That is what is so crazy about teams with
got his buckets, Katie, but didn't have to work as hard as he usually does sometimes for them.
That's why
passing is a bonus.
That's why it's going to be really, really interesting to watch.
Sacramento leads by 7. Russell off the screen with Towns. Boy, D'Angelo Russell in a nice flow right. You can look at that. See, now they're still finding players for flopping.
Yeah, I think they are, absolutely.
Russell probing into the paint, float game pure. And it's a 2-point game. D'Angelo Russell has off a nice pocket pass. Couldn't finish. Got hit in the face on the rebound attempt. Russell, a deep 3, strings it, laces it. Sabonis is looking. Metu guarding him on the switch. Whips it to the corner. Another 3 for the Timberwolves. It's their 14th.
Thank you. Yeah, he needed that one.
He was exasperated after missing earlier. Boy, nice pass by Russell. Kind of cutting McLaughlin. Somebody hit the snooze bar defensively. More and more comfortable by the second. 12.6 assists.
I would say comfortable and confident. His confidence is beaming. You can see it.
D'Angelo Russell to make it a 2-point game. Just underway here in the 4th quarter. Mark Jones courtside chopping it up with Katie Christensen. The lob up top and the bucket at the other end by Jaden McDaniels out of Washington.
To go, and the Timberwolves get the stop. Jim, you mentioned the Nets 17-5 record on the road. It's even better when you take out the back end of back-to-backs as Russell hits it. The Nets are 17-2 on
hamstring for James Harden and both Kevin Durant, and then also the ankle sprain by Kyrie Irving. They get past Milwaukee Davis. D'Lo knocks down that mid-range jumper there. Beautiful to see.
Patty Mills out of the corner.
Emotional homecoming for Patty Mills last night is, my goodness, what a pass by D'Angelo Russell. Led McDaniels perfectly.
Hug from Patty Mills at first. Russell gives it up for Edwards. Ants with the new hairstyle, but the same 3-point stroke.
You know, one of the things that kind of slipped past really everybody last year was the great season that Kyrie Irving had. Is D'Angelo Russell again? He is a flamethrower.
Can chance points for the Nets.
I asked Curtis Blair what he remembered from that game. He's like, they couldn't guard cross screen action. What a pass by D'Lo! Bounce pass, spoon feeding Naz Reid. After the game,
Russell takes it away.
Ooh.
Taurean Prince, blocking foul and one. And the incognito
one of my favorite players in the league for a long time.
You know what? It hadn't dawned on me, Jim, until I was reading about their return as Edwards goes to the left hand for the finish. And 8-0.
What a pass.
Wolves need to get a shot away. McDaniels does, and he connects.
What a possession for Minnesota. Josh Okogie was good in his stint. Naz Reid, one of the stars of that first half here with his stint as well.
Russell buries the three.
Man, Minnesota's backcourt is just
3 from downtown tonight. He's hit just 7 of his last 28 three-point attempts.
Lid's been kind of on the hoop for Carl as it was for D'Lo, but it's off now for D'Lo. He missed the layup, but it was the right play.
Harden.
D'Lo trying to out James Harden.
Yes, he was. He doesn't get a whistle, but he gets the bucket.
Bradley Beal can still go to Madison Square Garden and play with the Washington Wizards. He can also go to Barclays Center and play. What a pass by D'Angelo Russell. Another dime for him. That's 8th assist. I mean, as much as we've seen Kyrie do all these things, I mean, he just continues to amaze. Just like all these players do, just like D'Angelo Russell does.
Russell 7 of 10 from the field.
But been difficult.
Towns, quick 3, and he's finally in double figures, his first triple tonight.
Talk about T-Wolves, and they're number 1 in the NBA at forcing turnovers. So, you know, really, you know, you look at what they want to do. They want to play fast, and they want you to play fast.
Good defensive player because he's got that length, those long arms, really rangy. Edwards trying to make it 2 in a row. This time it's off the deck, and he rips the cords on a 3. So back-to-back triples.
Jersey's with the 2. That was a tough finish around traffic.
Edwards emptying the clip here in the first quarter. That is 3 consecutive for the second year.
Right decisions early.
That's got to feel good for Dort, who really struggled shooting over a stretch where he was 5 out of 30. And Russell inside the block scores the deuce. Russell nearly turned it over. Vanderbilt wants to give it back up. Got it right back off that nice pass. D'Angelo Russell threading the needle, and Vanderbilt slams it down straight away by man. And he's had the green light. Mark Daigneault said over the course of this first half of the season they want him to be aggressive on the offensive end, as there's a drive by Vanderbilt getting up to the rim.
He will pass you the basketball if you're open.
Beasley's found himself open as Russell on the drive banks it in, and D'Angelo Russell thought he got fouled.
To make quick passes. That cross-court pass shifted the defense way over one side, and one pass led to an open 3.
Well, 6 threes already for the Thunder here next. Such a feel for the game, whether it's rebounding the basketball, whether it's snatching away a turnover, or being in the right spot to unleash a 3 as Russell answers right back. D'Angelo Russell from the outside. See Chris Finch, who rose through the ranks of what was at that point the D-League, Michael, as Russell banks it in from the outside. D'Angelo Russell had banked in.
Like that becomes a turnover. Good job calling his own number.
One thing that we haven't seen in this game by either team, but Lowell's offensively, is Towns leans into that one, takes a bump. It's going to go to the line. Hey, trying to initiate the offense. Wiggins, can he take it back? He cannot. And it's an odd man rush for Minnesota. It is Russell leaving it off, and Vanderbilt slams it down. Those are the kind of plays that the Thunder, in terms of sending a message to be protective of the rim or the lane.
I like what Prince just did. Hard foul. Okay. You know, anybody driving to the basket. As Torian Prince knocks down a 3-point shot.
Paycom Center, 16 combined threes, 8 by both teams. Edwards has certainly done his fair share as Russell. He'll let it go from downtown, and there's another one. What is on a 13-2 run. With Towns firing it underneath, and Russell just outside the block. How about a Russell here in the second quarter, Mike?
Guy's not in front of him. He doesn't stand a chance. I mean, secondary, the weak side help.
And it's going to be Russell. Boy, that's going to be the third of the fourth. Really efficient within the confines of the Thunder offense.
And he's doing other things, too, with the basketball. I mean, he's also got 5 rebounds along with 4 assists.
Well, Mark took control of this game in the second quarter, Michael, and have maintained control. As McDaniels, and he launches and connects on a three from downtown.
Continue to develop. It's hard to imagine. This is really, what, his second season? As Edward knocks down another three. It's been a safe against 31 attempts.
Well, we've seen a good portion of the league at this point, Michael, and as we talked about a little bit earlier, as the threes continue to drop in for Minnesota. And Mark Daigneault again.
Shot pregame, Dave. His three-point shooting barrage before the game was pretty impressive.
I saw you chatting him up right before the game. D'Angelo Russell over Desmond Bane, able to get
the boarding school that Jordan Poole went to as well. They were teammates at La Lumiere. And it was really an impressive thing. Is talking about impressive. How about that leap and leaner?
30 over the last 6 games from three-point range. That is really uncharacteristic for him. And he's 2 of 4 tonight, but the Timberwolves getting a quick bucket at Karl Anthony Towns. Hold on. Mike Greenbaum's going to actually write it out for me. I might have been interpreting what they were trying to tell me long. How about the cut and the finish by Jake McDaniels?
You see.
Tyus Jones slips, falls to the floor.
He doesn't do that very often. Turn it over.
Edwards, he can do that! Anthony Edwards! Ants can ride the wind. And
See him.
I talked to him before the game tonight. He told me he got there with about 8 minutes left in the first half. Got there as soon as he could after the team landed. Malik Beasley out of the corner throws the three right in front of John Conley. Timberwolves all over it. They get it ahead to Russell, and D'Lo is going to put it in. And Taylor Jenkins wants a timeout. The Timberwolves. Russell picked up by Kyle Anderson. Had it poked away, got it back.
Wow. I mean, he got poked away, and I guess it was Luke.
With the in terms of the names, he said, "Yeah, good luck with that."
The NBA is chock full of names that we've all have to learn. And D'Angelo Russell is another easy one to say.
Beverly for Russell out of the corner, and that falls.
Step up and trip.
Bane leaves it short. Russell comes down with the basketball. Russell looking for another three, and why not? Absolutely bounds. Finds Beasley in the corner. The Wolves get yet another rebound. Russell floater, yes. The Wolves have
the defensive rating is right now. It's ridiculous.
Beasley knocks it away. Towns. Zaire Williams had a chance maybe to get into the play. It's like, yeah, I'm not.
Back. You mentioned all of Wayne Ellington's baskets with threes. That's because that's the only thing he attempts.
Throwing it down is Towns. Point well taken. 88 has not scored in double figures in the last 6 games. Down the middle, the bounce all the way. Slam dunk, Naz Reid.
That was a nice setup by D'Angelo Russell. Sometimes they forget about the 3-second count.
Well, for Minnesota, slow start for a couple of their stars. Edwards hasn't scored. Russell has 1. Russell has 3. As he hits that shot on the runner.
That momentum has shifted ever since the end of the first quarter.
With the silly foul.
It is totally shifted.
On the outside, launching it, and all of a sudden, Minnesota has the lead.
Really dampened his style of shooting. He always knows the next one's going to drop.
Carmelo Anthony has a 3. The other southpaw right there is Russell. And D'Lo hit the deck. They got it to him very late on the clock. Down the middle, Edwards. Nice delivery that time.
That's where
Russell.
Anthony Edwards can really start getting him. Well, he looks a little bit feistier after the activity level was up.
Oh, with the offhand that time, gliding through is D'Angelo. Couldn't finish right at the rim.
Towns had something to do with that one. He really had Bazemore thinking.
How hot is Russell? He rattles it in.
And they have the lead.
They do at that.
Rim, they can't catch and shoot with .5. All they can do is throw it up toward the rim.
On its way, down it goes!
I thought you couldn't catch him. Oh, point three.
Fisher.
That's right, it's point three.
The Lakers were 6 for 29 this evening. D'Angelo Russell. Nobody picks him up. Nobody picks him up. He glides all the way to the window to score. No deep. First time we've really heard him this year at Staples Center. Karl-Anthony Towns, the backhand layup as he goes right around Dwight Howard. And the Lakers now 6 for 30 from three. McDaniels can't hit. Weak side rebound. Okogie controls it. D'Angelo Russell, he's got a three. So for Lakers defensively, they've given up the third most points in the league. Russell got another one. Now, we've seen that happen in this building when he was wearing a gold. Remember, he had 48 the other night. And the #1 pick, Ant-Man, has only 9 points. Russell's going to look for another one. He is on fire right now.
From the other side.
Trying to get as many bonus threes as you can. Steals, offensive rebounds in particular.
Back-to-back buckets. That's time it's Russell.
Against, you know that D'Lo, Angelo Russell, has to be licking his chops in terms of trying to get his game off offensively.
Here he is again, 2 for 2.
Coming out super aggressive, and Vanderbilt with the difficult task of trying to keep Giannis out of the cup, and just not happening. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, he's right.
Yeah.
Russell again. 4 for 4.
Okay, not so much for that slump.
Your props, Marcus. You could feel that coming.
Yeah,
you were talking about that in our morning production meeting.
He's too good of a player to not be a consistent, close to 20-point per game score by pounds.
Guy who's hopped around a little bit. He was drafted by the Lakers, went to OKC, and then a trade here that brought him to Minnesota. There's Edwards again, and you could feel that coming. But
Lover in terms of that part of his game.
Well, to give you perspective, he needs 6 to break the record, and he's got 6 all season here so far through 4 games coming into tonight.
Davis.
Bucks in the bonus in the final 122 left to play. They've trailed this entire first quarter after this start, and Towns, the thunderous dunk, and one.
The Bucks talked about Patrick Beverley. He just came at the body, flew at the body of Patrick. You didn't know if he was crazy enough to actually hit him or what. Uh-oh, speaking of hit.
He hit his first 4 shots here.
He's shown that he can knock that shot down, but his toughness, his foot quickness, his defensive intensity is what the Bucks are looking for most from Jimmy.
It was an and one. Bobby got him.
Well,
now.
And me and our stage director, Leon, trying to decide who's going to go into the table first as those 2 players are headed that direction.
Russell for 3.
Every man and woman for themselves. Right, Leon? Go to tips. That's just a 4th shot for Chris Middleton. And, give the defense a lot of credit for that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Every time you say that, he makes it.
Well, I mean, you could just see the confidence. An easy shot, something that wasn't in his repertoire 2 years ago.
Russell from the out of bounds, too easy.
Breakdown, total breakdown. Not sure if George Stories over the last season. This means, wow.
Jeez. And Giannis was right there closing out. Had a hand in the fake, too. Not wasting any time offensively. 106-97, 3 minutes to play. Russell high off the glass. That's a killer.